Everyone, welcome back to my unnamed paintball game. My name's Nick Sullivan from Busted Bones Gaming, and I've got a couple of things to share. I've been working on AI a little bit, so I got this little guy right here. Look how blank and mysterious he is with his not complete marker and hand in the wrong spot. Look at that, he's wonderful. So yeah, worked on some AI. I worked on a couple of other little things in here I'm going to show you. So let's get into it. So there he is. Isn't that the greatest name? That's okay. Don't worry about the red lines. I'll explain those in a bit. But yeah, so he's going to choose. Let me just pull up some more random notes for everybody. This one and that one, and just get rid of that. Okay, cool. So you'll see him over there doing stuff. So the AI is deciding where I'm trying to explain it because I don't fully understand exactly what's happening here. But he's trying to keep line of sight on me while also picking the best cover closest to where he is. The light green circle that you see in the middle there, that is the winner. So out of all these green dots that you see, and then the one that's right here on top of me is where you can see. Again, ignore the red lines. I'll explain that in a bit. Let's say I move. Now he's going to move into a different spot that he thinks is covered, so obviously that one's bad. This one apparently is better. I move again. So, he's not the greatest. Bye. Oh, I think I broke him. So, if these points end up inside of a mesh, so inside of one of these bunkers, again, sorry for the red lines, then it'll kind of break him. But it seems to be doing okay. So now to the red lines. So the red lines, I am checking to see if there's cover in front of me. If there is, you'll see a yellow and a blue line pop up on either side. That's checking to see if there's cover on the right or the left of me. So if we go off to the edge, you can see that, we'll let everything kind of reset. You'll see that there's not a square at the end of the blue line. I know it's kind of hard to see, but that's so I can peek around the edge. So right here, there's a square because it's hitting this bunker, which means I can't peek. As soon as I get to the edge, I can peek. So you can do some quick peeks, easy quick peeks like that. Same thing with on the left with the yellow. So I need to figure out how to smooth it, but it's there and it's working. It's working phenomenally. Do you mind, Mr.? Because you're driving me freaking nuts. Oh, a cool bug feature. Well, shoot at me. Paint, when it collides, does actually explode on itself. So if two paintballs hit in midair, they'll explode. So it's kind of neat. Unintentional feature, for sure. So we have that. Enough of him. And say we put him all the way back here to the 50. So he's trying to find me. There you are. Oh god. So like you can run pretty far from him. His radius is a decent amount. And no, apparently over here's better. Where'd you go, buddy? Oh, there you are. So he's not the brightest, guys, but you know he's got the spirit, kinda. Oh Jesus! What are you doing? Yeah, he's not bright, but he's getting there. So I'm pretty happy with where he's at right now. The peaking system's pretty cool. In the game, like if I were to build this and you guys were to play it right now, you wouldn't see any of those lines. That's all debugging, it's all there. So my next plan is to, when you get up to cover, it'll move the marker kind of like down a little bit. That way it helps with the clipping. But also, if it notices that you're off the edge, you'll get a visual cue that maybe it's starting to point to the right, like you are able to peek around either the right or the left, depending on what it's not hitting as far as like the left or right lines. to give you kind of, like I said, a visual cue to know that you can peek at that point. Otherwise, I mean, you just keep inching over like I was to get to that point. And then obviously smooth it out so it's not just a jet teleportation to that spot. I don't know. But working on it. Pretty happy with where it's at. And then what else? Another little thing I've been working on is the menus. So I've created this menu layer. Give it a second. Okay, menu level. Sorry, not layer. Where after you go from the title screen, you get put into this level. Seeing out of this camera, and I'll go into them in a second. But you're going to be seeing out of this camera, and you're going to have a menu overlay. And then when you hit a button, you'll come over here for your marker customization, hit another button, and you come over here to this open field that is quite under construction. And I don't have anything planned for this corner yet, but who knows? I might do like awards or something. I don't know. And then I've just got my placeholder logo right now. I don't know if I want to change depending on the team you either create or choose. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to work that whole system, or if I'm just going to do like the game logo here. So we'll see how it goes. But don't worry about how the menus look right now. It's all placeholder. So if I hit 3 on my keyboard, it brings us to customization, and this works just like it used to, just like I've shown in my other video. I haven't gotten a save yet, so you make your customization here and you hit apply or save or whatever. I don't have it actually load into the game yet, but it is pretty easy to accomplish. Besides that, I hit 5 on the keyboard and I'll come over here, and then I hit 1 and you'll see my original main menu pop up. I'm just using it to show that I'm changing menus. So I am moving back to camera 1. You just can't see it because of the menu, but it is there. So I hit 3 again, we're back into customization, and so on and so forth. Yeah, but that's all I have as far as updates go. I mean, I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. I love how this looks. I mean, this looks pretty nice. I'm actually really happy with this level. Still haven't quite figured out what I want to do with that field in the back. I don't know if I want to do like a free play area for testing out your markers. I'm gonna have paintball masks with different visor colors and stuff like that will affect your screen. At least that's planned. We'll see how it goes, but that's what I have planned. Or if I actually want it to be like a match, like how I want the career mode to go is to do like maybe 3 or 4 initial matches as a walk on, and I might use this area as that. So this is going to be your main hub for everything. So this could be your starting point, you're a walk on for this place, and you can join the team or help create the team. Maybe the shop has never had a team before and they want to get into it. Who knows how I'm gonna do it. Haven't quite decided. I just threw that out on the fly. But yeah, so this is what I've got so far, and like I said, I'm pretty happy with how this level is. Super happy with how this level is. I am really happy with this one and how it's working, how the peaking system is kind of coming together, how the AI, even though he's kind of not quite there, the bones are there. So he's able to find the player, he's able to shoot at the player when he sees him, he's able to move positions to better see the player. I need to figure out, I mean, I know how, I just haven't yet, but I need to implement his last location of sight on the player, and then to move to better see where the player may have went. Right now he can see the player at all times. I mean, he can see through walls. I mean, he knows exactly where the player is at all times. So I need to figure that system out. I need to figure out more of the cover system as far as like if the player can see him, maybe he'll duck in for a random amount of time in between, say, 15th of a second to a third of a second, and just like, I don't know, try and figure it out. And then maybe he'll pop out, do some shots, come back, things like that. So I have plans. I just don't know if I'm smart enough to execute on them yet, but they're working okay. Don't worry about this guy. That's where the sight thing is. Okay. So every time I end up playing, there's this little tiny like circle, kind of like this winner here, kind of like this, where it says sight. I was wondering what that was. This is a test pawn to test the AI to check what he's going to choose. So based on where the player is, which is here, for some reason the test pawn, which is the AI like test, chooses here as its winner based on the scoring system and a whole bunch of factors. So yeah, I'm just gonna end up deleting him, but he's there. He works. He's good for testing without actually getting into the game to see. So like if I move him here, those values have changed, and now for some reason that's the winner. Maybe he's checking against this. Huh. Possible. Probably. In all honesty, it probably is true. He's checking against that guy. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. Definitely, I still absolutely appreciate you checking in on the video, checking in on my progress. It's really what keeps me going, and I hope I'm not too boring on a lot of these systems. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure out how everything works, but I'm having a blast doing it, and just seeing everything come to life has been fantastic. So thank you again, guys. I do appreciate it. And yeah, till next time. See ya.